the danger, stay on. Now's your chance. Arsenal City!
Hey, what's going on, guys? Jack Reeve, Talk Norwich City here, back for a predicted 11 video. I hope you guys are all doing fantastically well. This is the final preview video before the 25th of December. And we all know what the 25th of December is. It's Christmas. The Christmas tree is out. Candy canes, baubles, presents, a bit of tinsel on there. I really have gone all out this year. Thank you for your support this year. It really does mean a lot. It's Blackburn Rovers this weekend. Also, for all of you fantasy football fans, FansBet putting together a £50,000 prize pool, fantasy football. You can enter. Links down below when you sign up to FansBet. Make sure your fan partner is Talk Norwich City, and all losing bets goes into fan initiatives. If you're having a flutter over Christmas, make sure it's with FansBet. Also, please gamble responsibly. So, Blackburn this Saturday then. I'm looking forward to it. Blackburn are playing well, actually. They're a good team. Elliot Bennett, Harrison Reed, Bradley Dack, Danny Graham. There's a good core to that squad, managed by a good manager in Tony Mowbray. I don't think they'll get the playoffs. I think they'll certainly get top 10. So here we go. Right, this is the team I'm going for. Tim Krul in goal. I thought he played remarkably well against Bristol City. A couple of really good saves in that first half, so he keeps his place. And at the moment, we don't have a replacement, do we, really? Michael McGovern certainly isn't up to standard. In at left back, Jamal Lewis, who I think he would have been a little bit disappointed with his defending in Bristol City's first goal when Jesus scored. Andy Vyman beat him in the air and then beat him on the floor. I love Jamal Lewis though. Top young talent, top player. He goes in my team. Now, the centre-back partnership is going to change for me. I'm going to go with Grant Hanley. Tim Close could be back. Even if he is back, I don't think Farke would like to risk him. Hanley is more than capable of stepping into Close's shoes. Next to him, Christoph Zimmerman. It does mean I've dropped Ben Godfrey. I feel like that's a bit harsh, I know. Nothing against Ben Godfrey. I just think Hanley is a bit of a better centre-back. As Chris said in the podcast, if you haven't already, go and check that out. I still do see Ben Godfrey as a slightly more advanced player than a centre-back, but he's been decent at centre-back. I can't moan, but Hanley goes in there for me. In at right-back is my player of the season so far, Maximilian Aarons. Moving into the midfield, another change for me. Morris Leitner comes back in the squad. I fully expect him to be raring to go this Saturday. I think he's been fit for about a week now. He made the bench for last Saturday's game against Bristol City. For me, he is the man that orchestrates this football team. He's a monumental part of this side, and he's the metronome that keeps things ticking. Without Morris Leitner, we don't look the same. I'm excited to see him reintroduced this Saturday. Next to him, there's been a few question marks over this man in recent weeks, but it's Alexander Tete. Look, me, as long with all other realistic Norwich City fans, didn't see Tete in the best light last weekend. He didn't have his best game, but I think for the majority he's been very good this season and one of our better players. I don't know what it is about Tete, but we look better, and I think we look more capable of winning football matches when he's in the team. The stats don't lie. When he's in the team, we lose less games. He gets in there for me. And more changes going forwards. I'm going to start with Pukki up front because he keeps his place for me. In behind him, I still don't think Farke knows his best kind of three. It's because we've got a lot of good players. I'm going to change Cantwell out and I'm going to put Buendia in behind the striker. Another change for me, Hernandez out on the right hand side, and then big old Marco, born to score goals, Stiepermann out on the left. So let me talk you through this then. Cantwell loses his place. I think he looked a little bit leggy against Bristol City. I think give him a rest. I'm sure he's going to get a big run out over the Christmas period when it really is busy, and I'm sure there's going to be injuries across this team, so there will be a lot of squad rotation over this festive period. I think Buendia is the slightly better of the two. I absolutely love Todd with all of my heart, but he gets in there for me. Hernandez comes in. I just think we've lacked that slight bit of venom that he brings, that bit of pace, that bit of skill that really puts defences on the back foot. And sometimes when you're under pressure, and sometimes when your midfield is giving the ball away, like we did against Bristol City last weekend, Hernandez can just put teams on the back foot a little bit. I think we struggled with that in recent weeks, and I think that's because of the absence of Hernandez. For me, Pukki and Stiepermann keep their places. Stiepermann is a vital part of this squad. The power he brings going forwards and just that ability to carry the ball is really, really good. Teemu Pukki goes in there, well, because he's Teemu Pukki, and off the bench, Jordan Rhodes is a very good asset to have. To be fair, sticking with Teemu Pukki, I'd like to see a little bit more from him this weekend. I'm certainly not criticising him. I just think with his standards, he might be a little bit disappointed of his offerings in the past few weeks. So that is my team. It's Blackburn this weekend. I would probably... I mean, it'd be nice to get a win because we've got a really tough Christmas, haven't we? Derby and Nottingham Forest after this. That's not easy at all. So a win would set us up really nicely. I've had a few people ask me, where do I want to see us after these kind of 4 games over Christmas? I think as long as we're still within touching distance of the top 2 or still in the top 2, that would be good. I'm fully expecting us to drop some points at some point. So I just think, at 4 games, I would quite like to see us take... What's the possibility? So 12 points up for grabs. I think I'd be happy with 8 points. I think I'll take 8 points over the next 4 games, and I think that would keep us in the race for the top 2. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for Blackburn Rovers. Have a very healthy and a very happy Christmas. I hope you get everything you want, that included with Norwich City wins. See you later. Bye-bye.